Hello friends. After understanding the features and functionalities of a constructor, we must apply the constructor in our programs and understand its smartness in development of programs. For this purpose, first let us recall the 9.2 demo. What we did in the 9.2 demo is see room, room 1, new calling constructor. Even if I call it as a constructor, it is not convincing. I 100% believe that you cannot understand the real smartness of constructor. Just I am calling, that's why you are listening. Now, here one laborious code. Now, r1 dot length 15, r1 dot breadth 12, again static variable, room dot height, all this. Suppose here two variables are there. Suppose there are 20 variables, 100 variables, then how much laborious it is. What is the size of the code? It is totally error prone and laborious exercise. So, a real constructor. Now, I am introducing you the real constructor and its smartness in programming. Now, you see, this is actually 9.2 program only I modified. So, before studying this program, first study, keep this code in mind and understand the modifications with reference to that. Then only you can understand the smartness of using constructors in our program. So, all these points I am not explaining because I have already explained in detail in 9.2 demo. Here, double, length and breadth, these are instance variables, this is static variable. In the 9.2 demo, what I did, room, height 10 I made. Here in the implementation class I initialized it. Instead of that, you can initialize it here itself, because if you it is relating to a building, all rooms are having same height, that 10 feet, then you can initialize it here. If you want, you can make it final also. Already in one of the programs 9.1 circle demo, then pi we made as final. If you want, you can make it, nothing wrong in that. Thereafter, this is the constructor, you understand that. Actually, the standard mechanism. So, it is very simple. What name I have to give and all that you need not think of. Always the name of the constructor is the name of the class, including case. Including, if it is Pascal case, then you must write it in Pascal case verbatim. Case change also should not be allowed. Uh, then thereafter, what you are doing, WL, double B, then these are the parameters parameters of the constructor. Actually, you call it as a constructor, but it is, you understand it as, this is initialization method. Initialization method. What is the specialty? Here, no return type. If it is if you define a method like input values, get values, like that instance variable, instance method, if you declare, then you have to put the return type of the method. Of course, it may be void, but as far as constructor is concerned, as I explained to you already, no return type will come. Okay, now the same name we are using. Now, how many instance variables are there? You know that, length and breadth. So, for receiving the values from outside, actually from other class we are giving, that's why double L, double B parameters I have given. Already I told you, anything is to be taken from the within the class, then these parameters are not required. Always remember your liver or heart or kidney. They take whatever inputs they require, but mouth takes input from outside. So this is like a mouth of the person. Then we give parameters. Now In turn, the length is assigned to L, L is assigned to length, B is assigned to breadth. By this, these instance variables are initialized. Thereafter, this code is same code I have written, calculate floor area SFT. Thereafter, that is the instance method. Thereafter, static method, convert area SFT to SMT, and all this I explained in the program 9.2. Okay, this is the blueprint class. Thereafter, come to implementation class. In the implementation class, just this is the code what we have written in 9.2 demo. Now, in 9.3 demo, what you are doing, just you see that. Now, you feel you are 100% convinced constructor is looking like a constructor. Earlier, this was not, I am calling it as a constructor, but it is not convincing. Here you see that for constructor you are giving values, that is like this. Now you can visualize it like a method. In method calls, what we do, we pass arguments. So now you see the root where this 15 goes, this 15 goes here. Okay, in turn it goes here, in turn it goes here. Just to see the root. From here, the argument is passed to L invisibly. In turn, it is assigned to length. In turn, it goes here. Okay. In the same manner, 12. it goes here, and in turn it goes here. In turn, it goes here. By that way, from other class, from the implementation class, you are passing arguments, you are passing values. They are being assigned to the corresponding instance variables. Now 100% you can feel that it is a constructor. So already I told you, new perform 3 jobs. Every time I am repeating this, because if you own this concept, now 50% of your confusion about OOP is vanished. That's why new perform 3 jobs. The first one is it gets the memory allocated, required amount of memory allocated on heap. Okay, in this case, what is the required amount of memory? Length is a double, and breadth is also double. Double 8. 8 plus 8, 16 bytes memory will be created on the heap. That is the first job of new. Second one, it calls the constructor. Already I told you, constructor is nothing but a initialization method. So new calls it. As soon as call is being made, what happens? You know that this is like a method call. Then the arguments are passed as I explained earlier. Then ultimately the corresponding instance variables are initialized. So third one is the reference of the object is assigned to the reference variable. That you must understand it properly. One object is created on heap. Already I told you, we cannot give any names to that. So, but it is having an address. That address is called pointer in C. Here, no pointers. In Java, does not support any pointers. That's why we call it as reference. So, reference means you don't call it, but you understand it as address, because you are familiar with address. That's why, just to remember, whenever I use the word reference, for the sake of convenience and convincing, then you understand the address. So that is being passed to the corresponding reference variable. That is illustratively, that is like tying the thread to the kite. Kite means paper part of the kite. Understand? So new perform all the 3 jobs. This point you have to understand. Okay, why it has become complicated and all that? Simply, if you analyze, there is a simple reason, simplest reason. Actually, in C very easily you are able to create. In Java, why it is being complicated means simple thing, that is objects are being created on heap. Heap allocates, we can allocate necessary amount of memory, whatever amount of memory we require, we can get it allocated on heap, but we cannot give name. That's why we are using this reference variable. Actually, a C array, if you take, it is like a book. It is like a book. You can handle it directly. But what happens in Java? What about Java array? Java array has become like a kite. You cannot directly handle it. For that, one thread is required. That is the only simplest difference between C and Java. That's why all this code we have to learn. Thereafter, application is not a big thing and all that. Once you write one or two programs, automatically you tune up. But you must know the concept. Then only you can own, ultimately, you can transform yourself as a professional in this field.